Aloha. Hee hee hee. Ha ha ha. It's Larkspur. Dun 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 dun. Fatima, Fatima, it's your friendly neighborhood Fatima. Spins a web, lee lee lee. Oh, sorry. Look out for Fatima. Fatima, 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 Mama, Fatima. Do do do, do do do. Hi everybody. Hi everybody. Hi. How you doing? SK Bobby. Dun 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 dun. Fatima's dancing to her song. Uh-oh. Bobby said, Calgon, take me away. What's wrong, girl? What's wrong with you?
Sounds like she's doing laundry.
No, Calgon is bath stuff.
Oh.
Oh. No, remember that
it's
commercial?
Yeah.
Calgon, take me away?
Oh, I thought it was Calgon was the things you put in the ancient Chinese secret. Wasn't that Calgon?
No. Linda. Ancient Chinese secret?
Yeah.
No.
Oh
my God. Calgon is the bath stuff. Jim, there will be trivia points as prizes. These points can be traded in at the end of the season Supreme Trivia Showdown of Super Awesomeness. There you go. Guests left last night. She's starting a night of drinking. First, a Cabernet Sauvignon. Okay. Cabernet Sauvignon. Will somebody please tell Jim what the ancient Chinese secret commercial was? Yes. Calgon made the tub slippery. That's why it took you away. Because you slipped and he went far away. Ancient Chinese secret was something else. Look it up. Google it. Go ahead. Ancient Chinese secret commercial from the 80s. My gosh. Oh, and then a beer. You're gonna mix? Oh, girl, I don't know if you want to mix or not. Where's then bourbon? You said it wasn't that bad. Calgon had a laundry detergent too.
Calgon. Ancient Chinese secret, huh?
By then I should be fully recovered. Are you sure it was ancient Chinese secret? I remember the commercial.
This is the goat.
How do you get shirts so clean, Mr. Lee?
Ancient
Chinese secret. Yeah.
My husband, some hotshot. Here's his ancient Chinese secret. Calgon. Calgon's 2 water soluble. So detergents clean better.
So there.
Yeah, why do you want to mix, SK? I don't know about all that mixing now. Can we talk to Bay Sharp about this?
Maybe she's just
Larkspur Googled it.
I Googled it.
Google is your friend. Ancient Chinese secret is the fortune cookie.
She wants to forget.
Forget that you had company? You said it was fine. I asked you if you had a story on Friday. You said no. I guess she has stories now. Lordy. Lies, all lies.
Didn't take your company 3 days to stink like fish, huh, Sue?
I think she's got a rant.
She got something.
She's got something going on over there. Crap. Anyway, how was everybody else's weekend?
I could tell you that we were going to wash the trailer this weekend, and now it's supposed to rain again. I may just wash the damn thing in the rain.
I was gonna say, like, it's saying 50% chance of rain. I would just go for it. They were great. I just don't do well with people in my home.
Yes, we know your weekend.
Yeah, you were nowhere to be found. You missed a lot of things. None of which I'm going into. She's thinking of getting that fifth wheel and having them come to my campsite instead.
You could pitch a little tent for them to stay overnight.
There you go. Remember that night you kept saying crap in a hat? Yes. Crap in a hat. Praying Calgon would take me away one way or another, Bobby says. What's the matter, Bobby? What kind of weekend did you have?
I see Bobby laying in the tub with the candles. You know.
And she must have had a rough day if she's saying, Calgon, take me away. So tonight we're going to try something. I've been putting this off because I really want to try it, but I'm not sure how they're going to taste. They have Reese's peanut butter and jelly cups. Not just peanut butter cups, peanut butter and jelly. And they come in strawberry and grape. So
which one did you get?
I got the grape, of course. I don't know how I feel about
The
this.
strawberry might have been better.
You don't eat it either way, so...
So you're going to eat both of them?
No. If I don't like it, then it'll go to the birds or something. I don't know.
Ooh, give me one, she says.
They're sweet, Rob says. It's Butch! What's going on, Butch? Peanut butter jelly time. Peanut butter jelly time. Long time no see there, Mr. Butch. Grape is awesome. It's purple. Right? Yes, we're doing very well. Hope you're doing well as well. Well, lots of welling going on.
Well,
you like the peanut butter and jelly ones, SK? I haven't tried them yet. I mean, I like Reese's peanut butter cups. Jim does not like them. But I figured I'd give them... If I don't like them, then I pay for them. They'll go in the trash. I don't know.
well, it's comforting they didn't shoplift it. I paid for it.
Linda has an idea, SK. Take a long soak in the tub, and Bobby, get an adult beverage.
Well, that's kind of a reversal.
Yeah. All day dealing with someone who loves dishing out word salad. I am baffled with bullshit, she says. Oh, do you have a story, Bobby? Do tell, because maybe we can help. SK hasn't tried. She likes peanut butter and jelly and Reese's, so why not? I don't know. I'm feeling, like Rob says, they're sweet. So I'm feeling like the jelly's going to be sweet. I don't know. Maybe we should read the ingredients. Maybe we shouldn't. I don't know. I really need to go get my eyes checked, and I got a thing in the mail for Pearl Vision, so... Oh, let's see. Milk chocolate, peanuts, high fructose corn syrup, sugar, dextrose, hydrogenated coconut oil, glycerin, salt. Just shut up and put it in your cake hole. No. SK's going to make a PB&J sandwich now.
Wine, beer, and...
I want to make sure it's real jelly going in this. I don't see anything about jelly in here. It's got artificial blue number 2 lake and red 40 lake. Nothing in here about jelly. Not a damn thing. Unless they broke down the ingredients of the jelly. I don't know. Look. Read it. Yippee,
can't
two
go
great
read
tastes that
full
taste
words.
great together, right? McGill, what's going on? How are you? Really jelly, because
Well,
American
the
foods
first
have
ingredient
everything.
left off. Milk chocolate.
I said milk chocolate.
Sugar.
I was looking for
cocoa
jelly.
Butter, chocolate.
Nothing in that
Skim
ingredient
milk
list
fat.
about jelly.
Skim milk and milk fat. Lactose. Lectin, soy, pepper, peanuts. High fructose corn syrup, sugar, dextrose, hydrogenated coconut oil contains 2% or less of the following: glycerin, salt. Can't read that word.
Reese's peanut butter and jelly cups will give you
Polyglycerine,
cancer in California.
Layers of fatty acids. So yeah, we need those.
Yeah, we need those fatty acids.
Acids, mono and glycerides, cellulose gel, mineral flavor, natural flavor,
Natural flavor.
tannic acid, artificial color said that.
I still don't hear the
Citric
word
acid
jelly.
to
There's
maintain freshness. And it
nothing,
contains peanut, milk, and soy.
nothing about jelly. Like I said, unless they broke down
They
the
broke the
ingredients,
jelly down.
they broke the jelly down. That's what it sounds
Because
like.
jelly isn't a naturally occurring substance.
Naturally occurring.
Right.
Like-
Unless it comes from bees.
Now that's honey.
And that lends the list of words can read. Yeah.
Next time, don't read the
And the
ingredients.
print and the print is really small.
Well, that's why I had to put my glasses up, because I don't need my glasses to read that close. I don't know. Linda's like, just eat the damn thing. Don't read the ingredients. Alright, let's see what we got here. This could be dangerous to my health. If you don't hear from me on Thursday or Friday, you know what happened. Jim gets everything. Don't ask for any DJ equipment. You ain't getting it. This is the big cups.
What about your big cups?
I don't have big cups. This is a big cup.
Okay.
Like, don't read the warnings on the medicine label, right? This is the big cup. I don't know how I feel about this.
Drum roll, please.
Can someone please introduce peanut butter cup to Sonia's face? Face? Peanut butter cup. Peanut butter cup? Face.
Share it with Jim.
Jim doesn't like these.
I don't like peanut butter cups. The peanut butter that they use is.
Okay, I will have you know.
Then I'm not getting the other one.
Well, we know that already.
Oh, I would have tried it.
Well, here, you try it then.
I'm
Because
not. I'm not like you.
you can't. Okay, look. Look at all that peanut butter, right? And look at that really, really thin layer of jelly. Like,
Looks like one of my sandwiches.
yeah, pretty much. You can, like, come on. Scott. I'd rather have a taco right about now. I can't taste the jelly part. Here, you try it.
Hang on 1 second.
I taste all the peanut butter ever, which is fine with my limited palate at the moment.
It's supposed to be grape jelly. I don't know.
SK is going to make her own peanut butter jelly and chocolate bar on bread. Chocolate bar? Okay. Chocolate bar. I would figure, like, we usually eat, like, peanut butter and fluff. Marshmallow fluff.
Yeah, you can taste the jelly.
You can't taste the jelly, right?
Now I have chocolate in my fingers.
You'll be fine. The peanut butter cup has peanut... Yeah, my mind is utterly flippin' blown. It's a Reese's peanut butter and jelly cup, Butch. PB&J by Reese's. Oh, to recreate the... I got you, alright. I got you.
Be better if it had marshmallow in it.
Yeah, it would probably be better if it had marshmallow in it. You can't taste any of the jelly in there.
Now I have to get some milk.
And a napkin, please. Or paper towel. Oh. Thank you. I'm just letting you know, Butch, it's like 2/3 peanut butter and 0.14% jelly. How come yours don't have the swirly on top like the picture? Well, there's a swirly on top. Oh, look at that. They're trying to be fancy, Fatima. That's what they're trying to do. They're trying to be fancy. It's all AI generated picture anyway. You can dip them in jelly. Yeah. Pairs well with wine, right?
We have to see if Jeff comes in tonight.
Jeff.
I want to ask him about that AI generated guy.
Speaking of marshmallows, SK had the most disgusting marshmallow on a s'more yesterday. They're the big square ones that fit on the graham cracker and it melts when you roast it. It was gross. I had the color changing ones about two years ago. They were cool to mess with. They came in pink and green, and when you put them over the fire, they change colors. Bobby eats a spoon of peanut butter and jam and chases it with Hershey syrup. Okay. Don't judge me, she says. Kevin, what's up, Kevin? Peanut butter jelly time. Peanut butter jelly time. I have peanut butter jelly time T-shirts in my shop. If you're interested in getting one, in my merch shop. Fatima has vegan marshmallows. Yeah, I mean, I think it's like too much marshmallow. You know, it's too much marshmallow.
Come on.
Oh, the chat's repeating itself on the television. Let's see, what's this? She sent me an updated list with some notes Regina added. I got the first list, haven't gotten the second one yet. What are the asterisks for next to the songs? Okay. You threw out the whole stinking bag, I bet. The color changing ones I got were made by Stay Puff. They were pretty cool. I had to go to a couple of stores before I found them, though. McGill was at Buc-ee's last weekend. All sorts of candy options there, right? Oh my god, the 2026 Craftsman series is going to be awesome. They're talking NASCAR, those two over there. Because the Ram is going to be in the truck series. Maybe. They mean we definitely want them to be played. Okay. So I have to do a wedding in 2 weeks. On the 21st. For a couple that used to be across the street from us at the campground. We used to call them neighbor. Rob, remember neighbor? Neighbor, what you doing, neighbor? Fatima might remember them. No, Kevin. SK doesn't do racing. She was married to a race car driver. Very similar, just a few notes and maybe a couple more songs, I think. Honestly, I did not even look at the second one. Anyway, so they're finally getting married. And she waits till like 2 weeks before the wedding before she sends me the music playlist. Remember Neba Fatima? Yeah. So they're getting married at a Masonic lodge. The wedding and the reception are at the same venue. And Jim's in his glory because it's being held at a Masonic lodge.
I'm not my glory.
Yes, you are, because you're deep down. He's very happy about that. Deep down,
I'm glad the lodge is going to get paid.
Linda is boycotting NASCAR, and I can't watch it free now. At least not the Cup Series. Yeah, because it's on. They're showing the next 5 races on Prime,
Well, it's
Amazon
so
Prime.
3 of them are down. They did 3, and then they're doing Mexico City next week, and 1 more, and then it goes
back to
the
CW. Yeah.
Which is Channel 11.
SK, I am not DJing my own wedding. It ain't happening. Maybe we'll hire Robert to do the music for the wedding. You're supposed to laugh.
I don't know if we can afford it.
I don't know if we can afford him. So anyway, yeah, she just sent me the playlist of music. And she just told me she sent an updated list. So, 2 pages.
No, we're not getting married, Sue. Yeah, she's doing a wedding, and she's DJing a wedding.
I'm DJing a wedding at a Masonic lodge. So.
Look at it, and now it's got to repeat.
It is going to repeat.
Look at it, 12 times it's coming up on my screen here.
Yeah. So, yeah. If you heard me right, I said I have to do a wedding. Do. Not participate in. Do. She's SK. Sue is Eagle. Why do you keep calling her Sue anyway?
Isn't it her first name, Sue?
No.
Oh, I thought it was. Never mind. I said that with such
Enthusiasm. Yeah, I know, right? So, yeah. And she said she just sent me an updated list.
Because that's what they do.
Yeah, they're not really bridezillas. Oh, here it is. I just got it. Please see the updated playlist which Regina worked on today. It should give you a better idea of what we would like to have playing when walking in on first dance. Regina said you can arrange the songs for dancing however you think will work best. We're not looking for this to be a traditional reception, more of just a great time. Let me know if you need more, and please let me know you got this list. I got the list, neighbor.
All right, Kevin. Bad storm just hit the campground. Yes, I am, she says.
She's an experienced wedding planner.
You know, SK, if you do 1 more, you have to tattoo a hash mark on your on your wrist.
Oh, she sent it in Google Docs. That's what she did. Okay. An updated playlist from Neighbor.
Well, you get a hash mark for every 5, you know? Like when I was on the job, I retired, I had 7 of them, or 6 of them.
So, yeah. I only have to, it looks like I have most of the songs, maybe like a handful I don't have, I'll have to download.
I'm sure Bob's got them on his uniform.
Bab. Talking about Bab. So that's what I'm working on. It figures, right? I print out and download and print out this one.
Oh, well, you knew it was going to happen.
Yeah.
It might be motivation.
Yeah. So that's all I've got going on. They were I mean, look, my taste is muted at the moment anyway, but
So she won't be buying them again.
no. I mean, I like Reese's peanut butter cups, but I wasn't crazy about. They did something with the peanut butter in order to make the jelly work, and I don't know.
I couldn't taste the jelly at all.
No, not at all. Not at all. Weddings are more fun to attend than be in. Close. 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 Anyway, Bobby, you didn't tell us what your problem was. Why do you need Calgon? Asking for Rob. Hold on, I'm driving, she says. Okay. Everybody hold on. Bobby's driving. Put your seatbelts on. Where's Mr. Bay Sharp tonight there, SK? Stomp on the floor. Tell him to get in here. Oh, I can't open this?
You need to have Google Docs.
She's killing me. It's .docx. Isn't that, what you call it? Isn't that,
DOCS.
yeah, that's what the extension is. That's, Word, isn't it?
No.
It's not.
It's a separate program. Google Docs. You have to download it from Google.
Yeah, but she didn't even make it, like, clickable. Scott, we're supposed to be encouraging weddings in chat until we attend so many gyms and we can have it at it. Wow, Fatima, wow. Wow. I can't open it. Anyway. So while I'm waiting for that, I can go back to this. What else is going on? I have an empty paint tube. Park. What is that? Let me know if it will open. Let's try this one. Bobby's with someone not married who likes to dictate her life, so there's that. Oh, that's not okay. We can't have that. Alright, look, I don't care about... Just let me go... There we go. Okay. Play first.
With someone.
She's with someone who likes to dictate her life.
Oh, that sucks.
That's not okay. You should tell them to take a long walk off a short pier. SK's got her PB&J and chocolate sandwich, and frankly, I can't taste anything. Oh, that's not good. She'll get through it one way or another. I wonder if the flavors cancel each other out. I don't know. Like, I mean, I have an excuse, right?
Yes, you do.
But PB&J and chocolate, I mean, you should be able to taste that, I would think. Enable printing. Bobby, is there anybody that we need to beat up? I'm asking for Rob. I think the jelly cancels out the PB and peanut butter and chocolate. Could be. Alright, so now she has an entrance song, a first dance song. So she switched that around. Okay. I got it. And she added more. Oh my god, all the songs. Not yet, she says. Okay, just making sure. Alright, let's see. Oh, now it's 3 pages. It went from 2 pages to 3 pages. Lordy. Lordy. And she still didn't answer my question as to how long I'm playing for.
I guess until you run out of songs.
What are the actual hours?
Guarding Bay Sharp, those telling him what to do are long gone.
Oh. Right? I just figured you'd stomp on the floor or something and say, "Yo, child." Two strong personalities, she says. button heads. Alright. 4 to 8. Okay. 4 to 8. Alrighty. So she's got the electric slide, the Cupid shuffle, shivers, marry you, can't stop this feeling, don't start now, eye of the tiger, play hard, enjoy the silence, mwah, 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 mwah. Sweet Caroline, I can't help myself, cool for the summer, everybody wants to rule the world. Welcome to my life. 1999, Single Ladies, Macarena, Cha-Cha Slide. Bobby's a Pisces. Go with the flow. No one's the boss. No one's the boss of me. You're not the boss of me.
That's a little fishy, Bobby.
4 p.m. Shorts concerned. About 10 minutes, maybe 15 with walk-in. Eating party. We are old people, so we kept it early. Scott's M should be here shortly. Well, M needs to like chat it up and say hi and you know stuff like that, and you know she doesn't have to be shy. Isaac Hayes, Don't Let Go. I don't know if that's on here. I don't think she had any Isaac Hayes on here. Alright, so let's see. I have Thank God by Kane Brown. It's amazing the songs that I know I have in my head, right? I have Thank God. I have the Electric Slide. I have the Cupid Shuffle. I have Shivers. I have Marry You. I have Can't Stop This Feeling. I have Eye of the Tiger. I have Enjoy the Silence. I have Sweet Caroline. I Can't Help Myself. I have 1999. I have to check on the Tears for Fears. I'm pretty sure I have that. Single Ladies. I have Macarena. I have Cha-Cha Slide. I have Cutie. What's up, Bree? Bree is here. Listening. Been busy. Nephews just got picked up, and she got to water a bit. Couple thirsty plants. Hi, Jim. SK Bobby, blah, blah, blah. What's going on, Bree? Carol, who's Dominic's. Okay, she's doing the ceremony. He's the eldest. What's new, Bree? Let's see. I wanna be starting something. I will survive. Respect. I wanna dance with somebody. Crazy Little Thing Called Love. Fill Me Up, Buttercup. December 1963. Rock the boat. Don't rock the boat, baby. September. Dancing Queen.
Dancing Queen.
I can't get enough of your love. Don't leave me this way. Last Dance. Stevie Wonder. Never knew love like this before. Run around Sue. Rock with you all night. Right. Oh, we're gonna get rickrolled at this one. Well, they gave me a list, Scott, so I have to go by the list. I think our goal is to have you start the song, and the grandkids will walk in pairs, and Dylan will walk me in, and Dominic will walk Regina in. We will probably end up fading the song out because it's a little long.
So they want you to play before the ceremony?
After. The ceremony is only like 10-15 minutes, she said.
Yeah.
And then I'll get a cue from her friend Carol to start the music, and blah, blah, blah. Love Stinks? No, that's not on the list. We're doing a sand ceremony, but I don't remember if it's first or in the middle.
Should ask you if they hired a photographer. Because the photographer's the one that wants all of those songs that people dance together so
Yeah.
they can get pictures.
Never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down. Let's get loud, let's get loud. Celebration. There's a couple of songs I have to get. Make me wanna, I have that. God gave me you, do. Okay. I'm gonna have to download some music. Not a lot, just a few. 3 pages.
Not 3 pages of downloads.
No, just 3 pages of what she gave me. Anyway, we'll be there Friday from 12 on to set everything up if you want to stop by earlier. We won't get to Maze till 6:30 because I don't get on the road till 4 with traffic and stuff. But I will be there Saturday at 2:30.
What time's the job start?
4.
Oh.
These weddings. People wonder why I don't do weddings. Heck yeah, a couple twang to twang twang songs. Yeah. Twang to twang twang. Yeah, they don't have a lot of this is disco and oldies with a few like new songs thrown in there, but and some 80s rock, but the rest of it is like I think I counted like 4, maybe 3 oldies. Everything else is 80s and 80s and disco and line dances. But yeah, I'm not DJing my own wedding. That would just like not be fun at all. I mean, I could just press a button and just let it go. You know, Rob comes in here, says 3 things, and he leaves again.
He probably...
I don't care what his excuse is. He's been gone since Thursday. He has no excuse. None whatsoever. Rob, turn your damn ass up to the chat now. thinking you can just pop in and out of here whenever you want. No. No.
Oh my God. Who the hell is texting you?
That's Adele.
Adele? She's still texting you?
I'm just making sure. I gotta make sure everything's right. Things change. You know how weddings are. Maybe he put himself in the corner. He should put himself in the corner. He has no reason. You don't have anything to rant about, do you, babe?
Not really.
Jim's been pretty rant-free lately.
No.
Scott, you want this other peanut butter cup? I didn't take a bite out of it. It's whole. I can prove it to you, see? Still has the paper on it. You won't die. That was the song First Hubby and I were supposed to do our first dance to, but the DJ only played the instrumental. I should have taken that as an omen. How can you just play the instrumental of a song?
Probably played the karaoke version.
Right? The karaoke version.
They're expecting you guys to sing while you were dancing.
Yeah. Here's a question for everybody. Have you ever
What?
Have you ever attended a reception that was just absolutely horrible and you wish you never went to? Or have you ever gone to a wedding and then the couple winds up getting divorced? I've done 2 of those. Both couples wound up getting divorced. So I'll send an Uber to pick it up. We'll be there probably in the morning for final setup and then leave to get dressed and back at 2. It's a good thing that we're not too prim and proper. No frills here.
The church, the florist forgot to put down the white runner.
Be prepared to eat.
Well, okay, that's comforting.
That's what she said. Be prepared to eat. Okie dokie, neighbor. Plus, at the church, the florist forgot to put down the white runner. Oh, God. He does have to get it together, right, Fatima? I'm telling you. And she lost her voice when it was her turn to say her vows. Larkspur went to her wedding and ended up divorced. I don't think I could ever say that I ever had a bridezilla that I had to deal with as far as like announcements and music and stuff. Because all the weddings that I've done have been people that I knew from the campgrounds, so they were all pretty much laid back. There's Bay Sharp. He said bless you.
Thank you, sir.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Everybody in the house. Family's done both. Bored, stiff, and divorced. How would you rate that? Oh no, she only rates burps. She doesn't rate sneezes.
Thank you, Bree.
Well, I guess I learned after the first one. No, nobody's ever gone to like a really bad reception where like it just turned out to be a hot mess. There's your smart Larkspur, and then there's me. Wow. I mean, I can count on one hand probably the amount of weddings that I've DJ'd in 30 years. Only because I really don't like doing weddings. But it's easy when it's like people that you know because it's more laid back anyway. If there's a chocolate fountain, it's a success. Family's still hanging in there. July will be 27 years. I said count on one hand. 6 is 2 hands. I think I've done probably about 4 or 5. Hasn't been a lot. But it'll be good to see Neighbor. Neighbor! Linda got married in our apartment on a Tuesday afternoon. Non-denominational minister, our parents, his niece, my brother and sister-in-law, 6-year-old Chris. Homemade cake. Right? Now that's a budget wedding, right? Yeah, Jim's parents got married on national television, believe it or not. On a game show. He's got all kinds of little secrets hidden in that closet of his. Yep. Bay Sharp said Dateline. Wow. This guy got married first in a Catholic church, then in a Victorian home, then in a Lutheran church, then at a retreat center. Families were small. Linda, we have a few family members and a neighbor. A neighbor! Fatima, you had a neighbor? Don't make him type it. He's better off talking than typing because it's a bit involved.
So, it was one of those, like, programs that, you know, people would write in and, you know, they would have some sort of, like, sob story or whatever. So, my mom, at the time, you know, she had grown up in Union, they had moved to Shawnee on the Delaware, Pennsylvania. And she was working for the local radio station up there as a traffic manager. And my dad was still living in Union driving a bus, but he had just gotten his appointment to the police department. So my dad loved it. He said he was engaged on the weekends and single during the week. But my grandmother, she writes to the program and tells him, they're separated by all these miles. And then she told the story while my dad was still in the National Guard, and they had sent him to Fort Knox, Kentucky, for school, and they gave him a pass, and he drove from Kentucky all the way up to Pennsylvania to see her. And then when he came back, he was late. Just this. And my father says, this is like no problem. They're never going to accept this. Next thing you know, they get the letter from the producers. Oh yeah, come in. We'll do it. So,
Hi, Sherry.
So, anyway, so that they get told that they have to go to a costume house in New York City, where they were going to provide a wedding gown and I'll get there. They did win things. Where they were going to get a wedding gown, and my father was going to tuxedo. But back in those days, you couldn't wear white on television because it would just destroy the cameras. So my mother had this kind of beige wedding gown that she had to return after the wedding, and my father had a tuxedo with a blue shirt. And the program starts, and they were told they could each bring one attendant and her parents and his parents. And I think that was all that was allowed. But what CBS did is they sent this package. And in the package were engraved invitations, like you would make up for a wedding. And it would say, you were hereby invited to the wedding of Mildred Fenzow and Robert Foster, on at 12 noon on WCBS TV, Channel 2 in New York. And they sent those to their friends so they would all watch the program. So they would sit down, they would do a little interview, then they would have the ceremony, then they would come back, and then they would get prizes. They got, I remember my mother, my mother got a stove, which they really couldn't use because they lived in an apartment at the time. They got a set of silver plate, flatware. They got some other things. She got a Betty Crocker cookbook that she kept forever. And they got a honeymoon. They sent them to up to Massachusetts. They got married like in February, and they sent them up to Massachusetts for a ski weekend, which was funny because neither one of them skied. Oh, that's the best part, Linda, because the last prize was a full sound and picture 16 millimeter kinescope of the whole program, including the commercials that we would bring out periodically to embarrass them. And luckily, my brother took it and he had it digitized, because I had it in the basement of a house in Cranford and it was a flood, and that was the only thing that could destroy it. It was fireproof. My father used to say, it's fireproof, it's this, it's that. So before it got destroyed, I tried to take it to the Haley Museum in New York, the Museum for Broadcasting. I said, here's this kinescope, it's still in the CBS can, and they didn't want it. So anyway, so that's how they got married. They got married on television in New York. I think they allowed them to bring their own minister. The guy from the Church and Union came in and did the ceremony. But yeah, they're married on television. So yes, there is a recording of it. My brother has it. And it rears its ugly head every once in a while. I should probably upload it to YouTube.
He uploaded to YouTube.
But it's funny. I mean, they did
I'll
commercials.
get copyright on it.
They did commercials for Betty Crocker did a commercial, and so they did, and the commercials were live. And so I've seen it because we've all seen it, and it was a great story.
Was it half an hour?
I think it was a half an hour, but with half an hour with the commercials,
Right.
But it's one of the few, like they did allow them to take pictures in the studio. It's one of the few pictures that exist. My brother, I think, has it, of my mom's mother before she died, because they were married in 1953. She died in, I think, 1959. So that's how you got married on television in the 1950s. Reality TV. Everybody thinks it's a new concept
From the 50s.
from the 50s.
And there is the story.
So I don't know. I don't know if you get a copyright. It's over 50 years old.
Yeah, but usually copyright's what, 99 years?
I don't know.
It depends on the...
I'd have to find out.
I mean, Disney just released the copyright on this Steamboat Willie Mickey Mouse. Couple years ago,
Well, that was
so-
100 years.
Yeah.
But I don't know if copyright. I mean, there's no music for, there's some guy playing the organ in the background. So I don't know. I'll have to look into it. Wonder if you can Google it. I've never bothered to do that.
What was the show called?
It was called Bride and Groom.
Bride and Groom. Sherry's great-grandmother was on Name That Tune in around 1973, but great-grandma Horton sucked, so she won $1,500. That was a lot of money back then, right? It'd be fun just to watch.
Yeah.
And I suppose most 50 shows that were live didn't get recorded.
Well,
YouTube has a lot of them on.
yeah, they did kinescopes with them. That's a lot of the older programs. There's something called kinescopes. Everything okay, Kev?
What'd you find out there, Mr. Pollock?
Oh, they were 15 minutes, not 30.
It was a 15-minute show.
15 minutes, yeah. It was on CBS from January 25, 1951 to October 9, 1953.
So
And then from NBC from December 1st, 1953 to August 29th. And then it came back from 57 to 58.
no damage. That's good. So, we have some breaking news. It seems that Mr. Bookmobile made an appearance this past weekend. Yes, Fatima, Mr. Bookmobile made an appearance. So, I don't know what the story is about that, but he did finally show up after a month, 2.5 months, almost. And we found out that he's a doctor. Truth is stranger than fiction. Faux show. I just found out. Sunday morning.
Yeah, he showed up on a camera.
I'm sitting outside waiting for Robert's premiere to start, and I happen to look over to my left, and lo and behold, his car was there. I was like, oh, okay. So I have him on camera.
I don't know. I know that the manager would like him to move to the back of the campground someplace, but
Yeah, well, the things you remember like a couple of days later. So I was like, oh, the camera happened to go off because there was a car driving by. And I looked at it and I went, oh, he was there. So he's not there now, though. But I think I do have him on the playback. Because he stayed till yesterday. He might be on the other camera.
movie stars, I doubt it. My father never agreed to be on television again for the whole life.
Never.
But it was cute because I think it was their 50th anniversary. We all went to Florida. They were living in Florida, and of course we played it, and everybody.
You had to.
Oh, they're so young, and blah blah blah. And my father's looking at my brother, and he's going, "I'm gonna kill the two of you."
I'm gonna kill the two of you.
So
We were told by staff at the campground that he is a doctor.
and that medical and that thing is full of medical records.
It's full of medical records. It's not even books. It's medical records.
So I kind of have an idea that he was going to try and do some sort of mobile medical service, and I guess it didn't work out for him. And then somebody else told us he owns a building in Philadelphia that he was fixing, and that's why he hasn't been around. And,
Oh, she said he had a houseboat or something that sank.
oh, a houseboat that sank. Yeah,
So yeah, it's kind of a weird thing.
I don't know.
No, we didn't talk to him. I mean, this is his second season. We haven't talked to him yet. When he would come in last year, he would roll out of there like really early in the morning, and he would be gone all day. Like if I did a double gig or something, we would get back, 10, 11 o'clock at night, and he still wouldn't be back. So he'd be
So
out all day.
yeah, it's not a privacy violation. They're his records. I mean, he's the doctor. It's his records.
If Rob was around,
And,
he was here, Sherry.
It's not like
He was
he's
here.
inviting people into his bookmobile office. Showing off other people's records or
He's
X-rays
achieving,
or whatever.
achieving the squatting position.
He'll be on Dateline one of these days.
Yeah, I don't know how that all works, but so Sherry, across from my campsite, and I'll show you. I'll go live with you. Go live. Across from my campsite is what we thought was a mobile library, a bookmobile, right, on wheels, and it's such a long story.
On the day of NJ24, he came in.
Yeah, the day that Rob came, that
Rob and I were in the office, and this very dignified looking gentleman comes in, and and we thought he was staying for the weekend, and the thing just stayed there.
yeah, it wound up that he actually bought the site. All right, so let me share this. I think he's looking for a place to store the rig and chose the campground.
Well, it's costing him a lot of money.
And he's going back and forth. Like, he had this houseboat he was living on, and so there's my campsite, right? This is the zoomed in camera. Okay. Right across the street there, that green and white van. Oh, look, it's Mr. Cardinal. That's what we're talking about. So he got in trouble last year for doing a bunch of stuff, and they were trying to get him moved to the back of the campground. And it's obstructed by the trees right now, but if you look at the back end of that thing, how low to the ground it is between those two trees right here, to the right of the bird feeder, like, it's heavy. He's got a lot of stuff in there. So, yeah, we thought it was a bookmobile, but he's a doctor who's got medical records in it. Bodies. No, that's okay, Sherry. No, we were just filling you in, but yeah, so it's oh, it's zoomed in already. Okay. Look at. Let's see if we can zoom in on the booty. There you go. Hi, Mr. Cardinal. There you is. So anyway, he doesn't have any hookups, both on the vehicle or on the site. So without getting too graphic, oh no, does he have sewer? He does have sewer. That's right.
There's a sewer hooked up there, but he doesn't have any water, or he doesn't have any sewer connection. There's no toilet in there.
No, he doesn't have a toilet in that. So you can imagine what he was doing with the stuff, getting it into that sewer hookup, right? So needless to say, he got in trouble for that, and she was trying to have that thing moved to the back of the campground. It hasn't moved yet. Preserve your videos for the investigation, right? So,
The birds have eaten half of that stuff since Sunday.
yeah, since Friday night.
Friday night.
Isn't he? He's a cutie. Look at him. But yeah. So that's the infamous vehicle. Oh, I didn't want to zoom out
Is the
that.
battery low?
No.
Why is it say low? Is it low light?
Low what? Where?
No, can't see it now because of the...
Probably low light. Apparently he's got a bed and stuff in there. I mean, he came in the other day and then, like, early Sunday morning. And then when I checked again when we got home, like 8 o'clock at night, he was still there. So he left some time between the last time I checked the camera and this morning. So I don't know.
We left the lights on inside.
And he left the lights on inside because I saw the lights glowing on the camera. So, yep. But he has finally shown his face. Well, his card. We didn't see him come in. He came in super early on Sunday morning.
Yeah, and it's, I mean, he is responsible for that, but it's in a
Could you imagine if that thing got stolen?
Oh, yeah. But nobody's going to steal it. I mean, the campground itself is quasi-secured.
Yeah.
And I mean, who the hell would steal? First off, I don't even know if you can start it.
Right? And get it out of that hole that's in the back end there. Baysharp covered some of that stuff in his HR courses. If there really are medical records in there, then it's 100% a HIPAA violation, and he could be facing serious consequences if they are patient records. That's what we're being told.
Yeah, I don't know. We had to do all kinds of stuff with HIPAA when I worked for the computer company after I retired, and it
No, I know. Totally.
and like I said, as long as you're as long as they're secured. I mean, what's the difference if he secures it there, if he secures it in some office, or in a storage shed or something? As long as the access is limited to those people who'll be authorized, it's not a HIPAA violation.
Yeah, but I mean, he before he got the site at the campground, we were told that he had that thing in a casino parking lot, and the casino kicked him out, and that's how he got the site at the campground. And then he was living. He's got buku bucks supposedly, so I don't think he's got an actual house. Because he told them that over the winter he was living on this boat, and the the boat was like filling up with water, and I don't know. So yeah, I mean, with the way things are going, it's like you hear so much stuff and nothing gets done. So it would be nice if he would move
To another state.
to another state. Yeah, that would be great.
It has Delaware plates.
He's got Delaware plates on the car, and he bought that car brand new.
He's got Delaware plates on that vehicle too.
Sketchy. Yeah. Interesting campfire chat. So he bought that car new last year?
I don't remember.
Yeah, because he used to drive around that old postal. He had an old USPS minivan that he was driving around, like the biggest piece of shit in the universe. And then he bought a brand new Maxima, I think it is. So yeah, when I found out that he had medical records in there, I was like, "What are you doing, driving around with medical records in the thing?" Can you imagine if it? I mean, you never know, right? Somebody might be like, "Oh, that's I could use a van like that." Blah blah blah. Get in there, drive it away. Like, he probably is, Linda. That's what we're thinking. But he'd be up a creek if that thing ever got stolen from wherever. I don't know. It's not okay. The weird thing is that it has electric on the side of it, but it doesn't have anything else.
It's got an electric hookup on it.
Yeah, but it doesn't have any tanks on it. So
Yeah, and one of the rules in there that they have is that you have to be self-contained.
right, and he is not self-contained.
He's definitely not self-contained.
So yeah, he finally showed up.
I don't know. Maybe he's getting ready to move it. He showed, I mean, like I said, I don't even know if it runs. And it's, quite frankly, not any worse than the piece of crap that's parked next
To
to
us, yeah. I'm surprised she. I don't know. I don't understand.
Seasonal site? Oh, yeah, you can have it.
Yeah. Anyway, that was the breaking news of the day. Well, actually, of the weekend, but my brain didn't think to bring it up until just now. Yada yada yada.
Invite him to a campfire. That's all right.
That's I don't think I want to know him any more than just from across the street.
Just kidding.
That's quite okay. I mean, the guy that was talking to you, the guy with the white golf cart, the one that talks to you sometimes,
Yeah. Yeah.
he's talked to him a few times.
Yeah. Well, he wants that site, and believe it or not, there's another site, a very small site in front of that, and he wants to move his trailer over there and then rent both sites. So he has a bigger site that's on a corner.
Yeah, that spot to the left of that
Yeah,
van is an actual site.
Yeah, it's like
There used to be a cabin there, and the cabin pretty much fell apart, so they made it into a campsite. Brains are funny like that. But, yeah, the ongoing story of, well, I can't call it the bookmobile anymore, right? The chartmobile.
I don't know.
Have to zip it and stifle if you're a healthcare worker, yeah. The doctor's den. No, we're not healthcare workers. But it's the truth. The Doctor's Den. It sounds like a really bad 50s horror movie. Breaking Bad.
That would be scary, wouldn't it?
At least he's not Lex Luthor.
Yeah.
Or Hannibal Lecter.
Or Dr. Kevorkian.
Yeah. I mean, we don't know what his history is, so. If that thing sinks any further into the ground, it's,
Yeah, I don't know. He's going to get it out of there.
it's so heavy, oh my god.
We call it Matt.
Yeah. Get him winched out of there. Diane! If they move the bookmobile, man, Rob will do a happy dance. Yeah, I know, right? Diane! Rob was here, Diane, and then he left again, so I don't want to hear nothing about what did I... He said, I have all the questions tonight. Yeah, okay. He said 4 things and he was gone again.
He didn't
SK's...
ask any questions.
He didn't ask any questions, yeah. SK's no longer will allow guests into her home, she says. Where's Eagles? Oh, Eagle! Oh, Eagle! I know she didn't pop in. All part of the plan.
Perhaps they are still on the move.
They could be moving today. I was just hoping she'd check in so we knew everything was okay. She leaving the outside doors wide open.
Why is that?
Is Baysharp considered a guest, right? Go into her cat's room, even with a "Do not enter" sign on it.
Uh-oh.
Why does her cat's room have a do not enter sign?
Because she didn't want to have her
Let-
cats
let the
interfere
cats get
with
out,
her
maybe?
guests.
Do not enter. My cats will claw the living crap out of your face. Where's Bob, SK? What's Bob doing?
He's hiding.
It was his family that came over.
That's why he's hiding.
That's why he's hiding. So she doesn't get loose outside, especially with the doors left wide open.
Yeah.
Bob is having private time. So, did the guests invite themselves, or were they invited? Oh, they invited themselves. Okay. Hey, we're gonna be in the area. She said they invited her themselves.
Mm. No, they invited themselves.
They invited themselves, yeah.
Oh. That's rude.
It is rude. $500 away? They need a camper, Linda says, right? You can put your camper way over there. Like, way over there. Or a bookmobile, right? We have one. No interest. But they stayed in it, right? Next time, put up a quarantine sign on the front door. Cousin Eddie from vacation, yeah. With the robe and the slippers and the... My oh, they slept at a hotel. Oh, okay. My mother said that years ago her cousin, her and my aunt's cousin and her husband did that. They were driving from Maine to Florida or Florida to, I don't know. They're weird, but anyway. And they called my grandmother and they said, "Oh yeah, we're here, you know, blah 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 blah. We're gonna pop on over." It was like hours, a matter of hours. And my grandmother was like, "Ah! Don't call me a week ahead of time saying, hey, we're gonna be in the area. You know, do you mind if we pop over?" No, it was like hours. "Oh, we're gonna be there at so and so. You know, you mind if we're gonna pop in? Blah blah." Drove my grandmother nuts. They stayed with you at the house all day and night. Oh, jeez. Kind of sounds like Bree's in-laws. Bree! Bree's in-laws are like that. They'll pop and they'll stay for a whole week, sometimes 3. And her in-laws do not like YouTube, so Bree can't watch YouTube the entire time they're there. So what did you guys wind up doing? They're very nice. I just can't handle guests in my private home. Did I nail it, Bree? Did I pretty much nail it for you? She's sitting there thinking, yep, I understand. Yeah. Did you play Scrabble, Linda says? I even said in my head, I hate people. Charades, right? GTFO! GTFO! Don't let the door hit you where the good Lord split you. Doors that way. Twister. Space Museum, Lakeside Picnic, local dairy farm, grill out, cornhole. Yeah. I saw that, Diane. I saw that when I got home from work. I was looking at Facebook. I was like, wow. And what relation are they to Bob, SK? Bobby, where'd you go, Bobby, Bobby, Bobby? I'm asking all the questions because Rob disappeared, so somebody's got to ask him. Linda's doing a pretty good job, too. If you add 1 hour of silent daily meditation to your activities, it runs most off quickly. He was here. He said like 3 things and then he disappeared. So, you know. Bobby made chili for dinner. Do you have a chili poem? She's got a coffee poem. And she comes up with some pretty good coffee poems. Figure she had a chili poem. Yeah. Chili, chili in my belly. Jim Belch's chili, chili.
That was a hiccup.
Oh, that was a hiccup? Is that what that was?
That's what that was.
Let me think. I'm not a chili fan either. Jim doesn't like squash. Frozen squash.
Orange frozen squash.
Orange frozen squash.
That when you take it out of the box, it retains its shape.
It retains its shape. I'm gonna tell Gord that you don't like gourd.
That would not be true.
Chili in my belly, chili, chili. Speaking of chilly, it was pretty chilly today. I only got up to 67 and it was rainy and it definitely was not 3 days ago. Chili's great any time of the year. Damn, I'm stuck. Uh-oh. She'll have to work on a chili poem. Fatima wants to know if you like grilled zucchini.
It's okay. I mean, it's not one of my go-to things, but you know, I mean, if it's like on a kebab or something, I'll eat it.
Chili is great, so is cornbread. There you go. As long as it's not biscuits. Because biscuits will try and kill you. I'm not a fan of cornbread either.
Okay. Scratch cornbread.
Scratch cornbread. Like bran muffins? Bran muffin. I guess you have to like toast them and butter them really good, but I'm not a fan of bran muffins either.
Okay. Bobby loves cornbread or Fritos.
How about Fritos on your cornbread? Or better yet, bake the Fritos into your cornbread
For some crunch.
for some crunch.
But I don't know if you baked them, whether they would stay crunchy.
Yeah, it'll stay crunchy if
I mean,
you
they're
bake
liable to
them.
like, I don't.
They're not going to get soggy.
Well, the cornbread. Okay, SK.
Okay, SK, have a good night. You are not supposed to swallow the biscuit whole. I don't. Sounds highly redundant. Fatima, we've had the biscuit discussion before. The Fritos are not going to get soggy if you bake them.
I don't know. I mean, especially in cornbread because it's so moist anyway. If you do it right, it's obviously, if you don't cook the cornbread right, then it's not moist.
Like a biscuit.
Yeah, it would be a corn biscuit.
Corn biscuit. Biscuits try and kill you. I mean, what can I say? It's the truth. They try and choke you to death. I don't make the rules. Diane likes Frito pie. I would like Dorito pie. Like, I have nacho cheese flavored taco shells at home. Kind of remind me of Doritos. can I say? Brie likes everything. She does. And she'll try anything once. That's why there's gravy. I don't like soggy bread. Like, let me rephrase that, okay? There's a difference between dipping bread into a sauce or a gravy. That I'm okay with. Having something poured on top of bread so it makes it into this goopy, nasty mess, I'm not okay with that. Everything is good. I don't eat raw red meat. No, I don't eat raw meat either. Gravy, like red sauce. Like, brown gravy's good. I'm okay with that. I usually don't dip bread into brown gravy. I'll dip it into, like, red gravy, red sauce, Alfredo sauce, stuff like that.
I don't know anyone who really eats raw red meat. I don't know anybody that knows like steak tartare or any of that stuff.
Raw. Linda likes everything and I'm sick of everything. Sometimes you just don't know what to make yourself. Like, my mother likes chipped beef on bread, and I look at that and it just does not look appetizing.
I wouldn't even know how to make that.
Well, good, you don't have to worry about it. But she used to make it all the time and pour it over a piece of bread, and I'm like, we would have this same conversation every time. Why are you eating soggy bread? It's just, I can't.
It's such an interesting thing that Lebanese, which is like desert area, would have a dish made of raw ground meat because, like, you figured it would go bad very quickly.
Yeah, it's been so hot. Yeah.
You learn something new every day.
Linda has a conundrum. Oh yeah, she does have a conundrum. She has a kerfuffle, I say. Linda has a kerfuffle. Cream chip beef on biscuits. No, see? Fatima like shit on a shingle. It's delicious. Good on potatoes and rice too. Linda had it on
I
toast.
guess it's basically like a stew.
What, cream chip beef?
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't even sound good.
Well,
And then you look at it and it's like, what the hell is that?
Looks like something the cat threw up.
Exactly. Linda had it on toast frequently as kids. We liked it. Like, if I had a biscuit, I'd be dipping a biscuit in Alfredo sauce. Maybe that would make it better.
it would just rehydrate it. I mean, biscuits were kind of the traditional heavy flour biscuits were desired to have gravies and stuff put on them, like just chicken and biscuits. But you wouldn't like. I don't think you'd like that consistency because you don't.
It's
like,
crumbly, right?
No, it's not. It rehydrates it.
Biscuits are homicidal. Butter and honey. See, I'd be dipping that in like Alfredo sauce or something. Even the biscuits that you get at KFC. I don't know. Maybe.
Well, the biscuits at KFC aren't biscuits.
No, but
I mean,
even the Pillsbury Grand biscuits.
Yeah,
I like
they're moist. When you take them out of the oven, they're moist, and you put butter on it, and it melts, and that helps keep the biscuit hydrated. Sticky sweet.
Sticky sweet. I like the Pillsbury rolls that like you can peel off in layers.
Yeah.
I like those.
Yeah, those are called biscuits. The grands and stuff. But
Oh.
they don't. They're not traditional biscuits like Charity would make.
Right.
Charity would make regular flour, heavy flour biscuits, and then they put that something. They put something over, some sort of gravy or sauce or whatever. I'm not a
Isn't
big
this
gra-
sausage gravy or something?
Yeah, I'm not a big sauce person because I know why it was invented.
Oh my god, that's so bullshit.
It's not bullshit.
But you can't believe that. No, I mean, sauce it flavors things.
Yeah, it took away the flavor that the meat was going bad.
Larkspur could eat biscuits till she dies.
Drop biscuits, thank you, Bobby. That's when you take them and you go like that, and then you bake them on a sheet. But there's not a lot of moisture in them, so when they come out, they're
Crumbly and dry, and
crumbly and dry.
they try to kill you. They're homicidal. the puts honey on them, especially the ones from KFC. They have like grands from the freezer section better than the tube.
I don't
The
think
one, I think the ones I don't think they're biscuits. I think they're rolls. The ones that like peel apart in layers, right? Or are
well,
those biscuits?
they're called dinner rolls. And you've had dinner rolls at
Yeah.
dinner that they bring to the table, but it's not, a traditional biscuit is designed to be rehydrated with something else, and then it picks up the flavor of the sauce.
I feel like a biscuit was invented in like the Depression era, where they didn't have a lot of ingredients, so they had to make do with what they had, and they came up with a biscuit, and they were dry and crumbly because they didn't have a lot of eggs or something. Kind of like there's a lot of foods like that where they had to make do with what they have. Like, there's a lot of bland bread-like things out there that are homicidal. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Can you put peanut butter and jelly on a biscuit?
Yes,
Will
you
it
can.
taste good?
Jelly, though, more than I don't know that peanut butter will enhance it, but you could put jelly or marmalade or jam on it.
How about hot fudge?
You could put hot fudge on it, I guess, but I don't know how that would work.
I think I'll just stick with cannolis. But why just the jelly, Linda? Why? No, no hot fudge. They used water instead because Great Depression, no one could afford milk. Thank you, Bobby. I knew I was in the general zone.
You have people sneaking out in the farm,
Buttermilk.
milking cows.
Buttermilk.
Buttermilk is something that my father used to love buttermilk, and I did a recipe that called for buttermilk.
It's
so I
really
bought from,
rich.
and I just didn't care for it.
Like, eggnog is absolutely great,
I love eggnog.
but you can only drink like that much because it's
Well, you have
really
to cut
rich. Cut it with what?
Milk.
No, it's not eggnog anymore. It's egg milk. You lose the taste of the
Well, you can cut
nutmeg
it.
and
You
stuff.
can cut it with bourbon too.
Cut it with bourbon. I don't cut my eggnog. I just drink like that much of it. You can't drink a whole glass of it. Like, I don't know how your father drank an entire glass of buttermilk.
Well, he didn't do it very often when he got older, but
It's like heart attack in a glass. Linda's mom made strawberry shortcake with biscuits. That's how she prefers it. Eggnog with bourbon?
Yeah, that's real eggnog.
Can't you make strawberry shortcake with ladyfingers?
Yes, you can.
That's what I thought. I think you can make a lot of cakes with ladyfingers. And there's another cake you can make with ladyfingers.
Yeah, they're like no bake cakes. You can do
Tiramisu.
See,
Tiramisu. Yeah.
But tiramisu,
Tiara, he says.
there's two types. There's the cake type, and then there's one that's more like a pudding.
Yeah, I've had the really, like, the cake, it was like this. That's really rich, too.
Yeah, and that gets, to do that right, that's got like rum in it.
Can't eat a lot of that either, that's really rich.
It's a dessert. You're not supposed to eat a lot of it.
Like, a good cheesecake is rich. You can only have, like, the slice can't even be that fat. Kind of like the cakes that the Rustic Mill Diner bakes,
Yeah.
that are, like, this tall. Talk about a layer cake. It's got, like, 7 layers to it. We haven't had diner food recently.
Yeah, we haven't gone out.
And who this be? Justin Retro TV.
Julie Moon is talking about you. Who's Julie Moon?
Oh, Julie Moon is the girl that Bruce was having an issue with.
Oh.
Let's talk about banana pudding with Nilla wafers. See, I don't like banana pudding either. Well, you can tell Julie Moon that she can just...
No. You don't know what she's saying about you.
Yes, I do, because she's got a problem with Bruce, she's got a problem with me. So, well. I know the background story.
I know you about the background story, but how do you know what she said about you?
Because I just told you. She's got issues.
Is she live? Should I go on her live stream and tell her to go F off?
Go F off. She has nothing better to do with herself. She needs to get straightened out. No Nilla wafers. It's not manner pudding. Nanner pudding. Nanner pudding. Nanner. I don't like nanners. I'm not a nanner liker. You make it with vanilla pudding and sliced nanners. Chocolate ganache cake. See, that's really good too. We put meringue on top and take the torch to it.
Yeah, I've had it that way too. My mother used to make a lemon pie that she would put meringue on, but the lemon part was weird. It wasn't like a real lemon. it was this concentrate stuff that she used to get from someplace, and she would make those, and they were like excellent. And I you know, intellectually, you knew that it was fake, but it was just tastes so good.
Merengue. Oh, merengue.
I haven't had anything with like meringue on it for a long time. When you torch it, the meringue gets crunchy. And then it's whipped inside.
Whipped. Key lime pie I do like, yes. Yes, I do. Yeah, that one's got issues.
What's the matter?
Oh, nothing. I'm just saying. She keeps changing her name too.
Oh my god.
Got something so. I do like key lime pie. I do.
I know. Didn't you have key lime pie at the? Didn't you try pizza key lime pie at the buffet that we went to? I've never made it.
No, I had it somewhere. Was the lemon pie creamy or more like a gelatin? Who had lemon pie?
I was telling about the lemon pie that my mother used to make.
Oh, okay.
It was more like a gelatin thing. It was like if you took like Jello instant lemon gelatin, made that in a pie pan, and then refrigerated it, or not in a pie pan, but you would put it in a like a one of those crusts, gingerbread, not gingerbread, graham cracker crusts. And then you would let that go, and then, are we going to have any more Chef Jim shows? I don't know. I haven't felt the urge to like cook on camera. I was trying to do fancier things for Sunday dinner, but
That's a winter thing.
it's more of a winter thing, yeah. When we're not
Running back and
traveling. I mean, I'm gonna do roast beef at M25, like I always do. But I don't know. I was thinking about peach cobbler cheesecake. Now, is that the cheese? You have cheesecake and you put peach cobbler on the top of it, or is that mixed in with the cheesecake?
Yeah, I don't know how these cooking channels do it. They you really have to like to cook a lot to have a cooking channel, and you have to have like a lot of people to cook for. Otherwise, it's like
Yeah. Like the guy he did a cherry couffet, I think it's called.
it's something.
Peaches all through the cheesecake. That sounds good.
The cherry.
And he had done it like
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah.
They're all 300 pounds, right?
Yeah. He had done that same video like 2 years ago, and he redid it because he said he had left them some. They went through it and they found out that he had left some things out of
Yeah,
it.
he made like it's strawberry. That I call it a strawberry tart.
Yeah, but it's
'Cause that's
you
what
can
it
do it
reminds
with
me of.
you can do it with any fruit. You can do it with
Cherries,
I've done
blueberries.
it with cherries. I've done it with blueberries. You can do it with strawberries because it's a, you know, it's a bake thing, but you bake it in a bath. You know, and the problem isn't so much. It's an easy prep work and an easy cleanup. It's just like getting the bath in the oven. Even he said, I'm not going to show you me putting this lasagna dish in the oven because I always make a mess of it. So, and I found the same problem trying to get that thing full of water, hot water, you know, from the top of the stove into the oven.
Yeah, you put the round dish with the tart into a 13 by 9 pan that's filled up halfway with water, and you have to cook it in. You have to bake it in that, and it takes like an hour and a half.
And then you got to let it totally
Cool
cool.
down, yeah.
You have to take it out of the bath. You have to let it totally cool. Then you have to put it in the refrigerator. Hi, Tom.
What's up there, Thomas?
You have to put it in the refrigerator, and it's basically something you make the day before, right?
Yeah.
You do this, and then you go.
In my house, you need to clean the kitchen before you cook. Diane's like, I had a protein shake. I'm sick of cooking.
Well, Bobby, if you want to watch a cooking channel, that's a lot of fun. And
Chef
and it
Jean
has
Pierre.
Chef Jean Pierre on YouTube. I mean, he's really funny, and he makes everything so incredibly simple. A child could do it.
He's funny. He's half Italian, half French.
Yeah,
His father was French, his mother was Italian.
yeah.
Ramsey, she follows Ramsey. I can't stand him.
And he can do everything. He can do, you know, regular dishes. He does, and he can do desserts, which most chefs don't like to do. They either specialize one or the other, but he does. He does desserts, both French and Italian stuff. It's very, very entertaining, and you know, but he does like really basic stuff, like, you know, you make a turkey or a chicken, you know, and he shows how to carve it properly. That was a really big lesson. You know, doing things by temperature. You know, I have one of those the thermometers the laser thermometers, and I also have one of the thermometers that you
The pokey thermometer.
The pokey thermometer. Because he says, you know, cook it to, you know, until the internal temperature is this.
Because you gotta have a pokey thermometer.
Yeah, and I use that thing a lot.
Because it's like clicky tongs. You have to have those too.
Yeah, in fact, it's one of those things that I have to make sure that I take the Michigan with me, because that's how I know that the meat is done.
Our convection oven gets used a lot.
And the thermometers are nifty, yeah. I had one with the steel cable on it, and it gave up the ghost. It died, and I've been looking to buy another one. You know,
You keep the thermometer outside
keep
and
the
the
thermometer outside.
pokey thermometer. Do you need a poke ball to catch a pokeball? No, because it'll poke right through the pokeball, and then you'll poke your finger, and then you'll have to like.
I'll type it in the chat, Linda.
Chef,
You know what? I'll just
he'll drop the link.
I'll
to
drop
his
the
channel.
link.
Put his channel link in the chat. Chef Jean Pierre.
As soon as I figure out how to get out of this. Here it is.
He's probably already in your search list. The one with the wire. Very recently discovered you could use it for making bread. Game changer. It's Jeef.
Jeef.
Jeef has a weather rock. How can the
Jeef had an AI guy do a narrative on his premiere.
Oh, Chef Jean Pierre Fatima watches him. A weather rock. Charlie Brown got a rock for trick or treat. I got a rock.
Yeah, there's the link, Linda.
Chef Jean.
He's really funny.
He's got a
Well, hello, friends.
And then if you actually need the recipe, he puts it in the description of the video.
Yeah, or he has a website. You can go right to his website and get everything.
Yeah.
You know, but yeah, it came out. It came out pretty good with the AI head talking there in the beginning, and then I was just scared you weren't going to get out of the hole.
Yeah. What are you doing
Yeah.
that for?
Yeah.
Ask him for. You also need a candy thermometer.
Yeah, except that I don't do anything with candies. With you use a candy thermometer for
Like if you want,
like you're gonna do sugar,
yeah,
and you have to boil the sugar and it's so many
or
degrees.
make candy apples or something.
Yeah, I don't do anything with that.
That's how I burn the top of my finger.
It's too dangerous. I tell you, he's really funny, and it's like I said,
And he does all kinds of food.
it does all kinds of food, and it's no, it's nothing. He makes it. He says, I don't do anything difficult. The hardest thing that he's ever done, and we've been watching him now for about 2 years. He did lobster thermidor, and he said, I'm doing this because I got so many requests for it, but it's out of the normal things that I do because it's pretty complex.
Yeah.
And his big thing is set everything up before you start.
Your mise en place.
Mise en place, which means
Have all your diced stuff.
yeah, you do all your dicing and all of that stuff, and you put it out
Beforehand, yeah.
all the stuff you're going to add in, you know. And you know, he does. I mean, he does have
He has his playlists are like prearranged with.
yeah, so that you can
If you want to find something, you can find it right away.
Mm-hmm.
Bobby binged Chef John for an entire day not too long ago. Well rounded with a sense of humor. Thank you for reminding me. Made me realize YouTube unsub me. Always prep first. That's right.
Mm-hmm. I mean, he did a video like sometime last year about the skills that you need to become a successful home chef. How to use knives and you know what kind of you should have a cutting board and this is how you take care of it and
How to use a chef's knife.
how to use a chef's knife and how to use a boning knife, and that was really interesting. But I just love to watch him cook because, and they leave the mistakes in.
Yeah, which is
Like
really funny.
if he makes a mistake, his girlfriend's son is his producer, and he's always
Putting in silly cartoon things.
But I mean, he's also like he's also right there. Little, is this okay for the camera? Is this? It is very basic.
And you have to watch. You have to watch the video to the very end.
Oh yeah,
Because he has after his outro, he has a like little outtake or something at the end of it.
yeah. But
It's really funny.
It is very basic. But if you're not thinking about, you're thinking about it, about how to, how you would do that sort of thing. He goes, oh, I didn't realize I should have done it that way. I mean, something as basic as like I said, carving, a turkey or a chicken or something. How you do that? He goes through and he shows how you cut it and cut the thing. Hi, Carol. Yeah, I mean, I think he's due for another. He did a sit down with the viewers, kind of
Yeah,
like
Q&A.
Q&A. He didn't. It wasn't a live stream. He had people submit questions, and he did that, and he talked about a lot of things. But
Loves going to Publix.
yeah, he goes to Publix. He goes to I mean, you say, oh, I go, I went here, and Home Chef for the Dummies. I read the book. Yeah, see, I didn't.
Holla!
Hello, Holla.
Weren't we going to ask him a question?
No,
We were going to ask him a question the other day.
no.
Something about new. Oh, Holla! I have a question for you. I know what it was. It was about that deli.
Oh yeah.
About time, Diane says. Bobby learned how to tie off a stuffed pork roast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It taught you how to do that. How to take the whole piece of meat for filet mignon, and how to tie it together, and bake that. It shows how to do it and how. He says everybody tries to do this and that. Watch, it's so easy. You do this, bloop, bloop, and I did it. It worked great. Go ahead, Sonia. I was answering somebody else's question. You didn't ask Holly. Who the hell is that?
I don't know.
Castle Duloc.
I don't know.
Well, hello, Castle Duloc.
Report Julie Moon for death threats. Thanks.
Okay.
I can't.
She better not be making any death threats for anybody that I know of. I'll be finding her.
She changes her channel name so many damn
I don't
times.
need a channel name to find her. If you've been on the internet, I can find you.
What was I gonna say? Holla! I just looked at all the ones that I could find. I didn't see anybody live. Brene! Holla, I have a question for you, Holla. Linda watched several home chefs who put out YouTube shorts. First, get a can of cream of chicken soup and a jar of garlic. Holla, have you heard of Giovanni's Italian Deli in White Plains? I think it's this one, but I don't know. I'm not the only one. She's been doing it with a couple other people too. Yeah. Oh, you're not. Oh, okay. All right. Figured I'd ask. He's on Instagram. I think it. I don't know. There's some. Name sounds familiar, but that's oh okay. I know it's above the city, but I just figured I'd ask.
Brene.
She's putting on her comfy clothes.
So she's like naked. She came into the chat naked. That's a little risque, don't you think?
We won't look. We're not looking.
Okay. More importantly, you're okay out there, right, Brene? A lot of crazy things going on around where you live.
It's got to be this one, but I don't see anything.
You from Canada?
No. Lots of crazy things everywhere.
All right. Well,
I think it's this one, but I don't see anything that she's live or anything. I think it's that first one. So the old building in LA, I worked there for a year before my transfer. Went to the other post office duties. Posted.
okay.
Well, come on over, Bree. Linda wants to put her head in the sand. Yeah. Michigan has the most lighthouses of any state. Another cool reason to visit pure Michigan, as opposed to unpure Michigan or impure Michigan. Yeah, this has got to be her. She's not the brightest bulb in the box.
There's somebody called Ford Enthusiast 95 that has a bunch of clips of her. Threatening people.
I know. I looked up when I did the search. Yeah, this the first. Yeah, that's the one I'm talking about. She's. Base Sharp likes watching RV Lifestyle channel. They're based out of Michigan. Linda saw a post about the scenic M22 drive. I want to go to Michigan. Linda, are you coming to M25 with your son? she doesn't know. Well, okay. He's talking about it. Oh, well, that's good. At least you're talking about it. Bobby wants to go to the UP also. UPIP, we all P for... Oh, damn, it's 20 after 9. Sorry, guys. We got all into our conversation again. Yeah, right. Well, we're gonna let you go. He works, it's awful. Fatima wants to find a Upper Light Rock along Lake Superior. All the Upers.
She'd have to get a. Oh, wait a minute. Her son's got the trailer.
Yeah. Alright, everybody. You have a great rest of your evening. We'll see you either Thursday or Friday. It's not supposed to rain Friday night again, is it? I hope not. Weather. Weather.
Whether or not it's weather.
Oh, dense fog advisory. Who let the fog in? Fog. Fog. Nope, it's supposed to be Good Friday night. Yay. Alright, we will see you, if not Thursday, then definitely Friday night. Don't do anything I wouldn't do, and if you do, blame Rob.
Because he left.
Because he was here and he left. So, blame Rob and like it. Yeah, it's showing sun right now, so. Bobby will do her best to be present on Thursday. Gonna visit Ford Enthusiast 95. Okie dokie. Blame Rob for everything between now and Friday. All the things, everything, every single thing that happens on and off YouTube. Anything that happens during your day, blame Rob. That's right. Do it all. And that's all I have to say about that. Bye!